We also want to introduce new technology. So you will not find these sprays anyplace else. They're currently patent pending. And this is a new category of product. We have these regulated as aromatherapy products, but they're actually a different technology. They're not traditional aromatherapy. So let's look at hormone balancing. One thing that's very interesting is that the activity of the stem cells in the body are going to be dependent upon the hormones in your body. Not surprisingly, as we age and levels of growth hormone decrease, levels of testosterone and estrogen change, that's going to have an adverse effect on the stem cell activity. So there's some studies where you can see direct correlation between testosterone levels and stem cell activity. So if we were going to look for a way to naturally balance hormones, or more properly, restore the body's hormones levels as we age. So let's say you're over the age of 50 and you've seen changes in your hormones. What are your options? Well, you can go with a synthetic drug or bioidenticals. You can try to manage it naturally with herbs and diet, or you can simply do nothing and let aging take its course. Each of these approaches has its pluses and minuses. So we always want to do things in a natural way. If we were to look at herbs that have been used traditionally to improve the hormone profile in the body, what's their limitation? Why do people use drugs if there's herbs that are available? Well, the answer is really simple. They don't go directly into the blood. So if you were to take a oral supplement, they could either be broken down in the stomach or the gut, or they could cause problems with the liver. So there's some issues with oral supplements. Now, let's look at something that occurs in nature that might be relatively interesting. This is what's called a biomimetic approach, meaning we look to nature for a solution, something that's going to be in harmony with our bodies. And then we can develop technology around that. So we're going to look at truffles. And we're going to look at specifically not chocolate truffles, but the truffles that are fungus and that grow on the roots of trees. One thing we know is that truffles are extremely expensive. They can sell for anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000 US per pound. And because they grow on the roots of trees, there have been many attempts to cultivate truffles in the lab, but with not very much success. So it was discovered, this is where the term truffle pig comes from, that pigs will naturally seek out truffles. And they're used to locate truffles in the wild. And this is rather interesting. You probably know that pigs are used for biomedical research. I don't particularly care for that as an animal lover, but it's because that the hormone system and the immune system of pigs are nearly identical to human beings, along with other things. So why are pigs searching out truffles in the wild, right? And how is it that they can locate truffles by their scent? Anyone that's ever had black or white truffles shaved over pasta knows they have a magnificent aroma. And this is a great example of how we can study nature and do things in harmony with nature. So here's what's interesting. It turns out that truffles contain testosterone, the same testosterone that's in our bodies, whether or not you're a man or a woman. And what's interesting, this is a process called olfaction, is that when you inhale a truffle, the scent of the truffle, this elevates testosterone levels. So these pigs are using the scent of the truffle as a natural aphrodisiac. That's why they're seeking them out. They're getting a nice boost in testosterone, and that helps in their mating. I don't think I have to say anything else. I think everybody else knows what that means. So let's look at this scientifically. And in fact, absolutely what we find out is that not only do truffles contain testosterone, but they are a natural aphrodisiac. And there's other hormones in truffles as well. So clinically, we can see that there is an effect on the human body when you consume truffles. Using natural truffles, though, is way too expensive, right? So we don't want to have a product that is out of reach. And cultivating truffles in the lab has been very challenging, and often results can't be duplicated. So what else could we do? Are there other natural materials that we could use? And also, if truffles contain testosterone, what else could we do to optimize these effects? Because there's an interesting proposition here where we could develop potentially a line of products to do different things, like having anti-aging results. But of course, we picked Shine and Dream as starting points. And of course, we want these products to work on both men and women. Women obviously need testosterone just like men, but they have different needs. So men and women both need estrogen. Women have different needs than men. Both men and women have needs for growth hormone. Again, those needs are a little bit different. So let's talk about how we're going to do this with our aromatherapy mists. So Shine is intended to be used during the day and Dream at night, and they're incredibly easy to use. So the first place that I started with this was to put the ingredients that are in these products into a novel energized water. And I'm going to show you some images of this water in a moment that you'll really find interesting. And this is to improve the efficiency. So in other words, the purpose of the energized water is to allow the ingredients to go to work right away. So you'll have an experience the very first day with these products. And as you continue to use them, you'll see the benefits improve. We use two different types of active materials. The first is a complex of herbs, and there's a complex of herbs in Shine and Dream. And then we also use a blend of essential oils. So the essential oils are there to not only provide a pleasant scent, but they're also there to support the activity of the herbal complex. So these things work together in a very unique way, and they're put into the cells with the energized water. So by the way, what is an energized water? Well, it's a water that has a structure. And you'll see this with some ice samples that we have. But most water is chaotic, and it is in a disorganized state. When we structure the water becomes highly ordered, highly structured, and the surface tension of the water decreases. So when that happens, it allows the water to act as a carrier and more easily penetrate the cell membrane, allowing the actives to get into the cell where they're needed. So what kind of benefits, right? Every product has to have a benefit. What kind of benefits can you experience with Shine and Dream? Well, first, let's talk about the official claims. With Shine, it's designed to be applied in the morning. You could also apply it again during the day if you wish, such as before you exercise. And it's going to improve your overall energy and wellness. It has an aroma that is invigorating and wakes you up, and it helps to provide focus and energy throughout the day. I personally love to use Shine before a workout. And for those of you that like to exercise, which I hope is all of you, try spraying with Shine before a workout and then not, and you'll see a difference in your energy and performance. So in the Shine product, we have 3 herbs, pine pollen, Tongkat Ali, and polyrachis. And all of these herbs are good for both men and women, but in different ways. We put this into a blend of pine oil, spruce oil, ginger oil, and sage oil, and these oils complement the function of the herbs. Now, what do these 2 things do together? We've already discussed elevating and balancing out testosterone levels in the body. We did some initial research on this, which was unbelievably exciting. We took a group of 15 people and we measured, we did one study with men and then another study with men and women. And in men, we saw that just within 3 days, we could more than double their testosterone levels. It was about 85% or so of men within 3 days. Other men, it took up to 2 weeks to elevate their testosterone. So this is very, very rapid. But that testosterone is only one part of the picture. We also see improvements in growth hormone. So benefit to that is tighter and firmer skin, improvement in lean muscle, reductions in body fat. So if you use these products for a few weeks, don't be surprised if you have a little less body fat around the waistline. We're not making a weight loss claim, of course. Very, very importantly, both the Shine and the Dream products are designed to improve oxytocin levels. Now, oxytocin is the hormone of love, and it's fantastic at reducing stress, and it is a bonding hormone. But when we're talking about age reversal and using these products with X39 and X49, oxytocin becomes invaluable. What happens is that when you elevate oxytocin, it resets the muscle fibers to a more youthful state. So in experiments that have been done, it's been shown that muscle fiber that's 70, 80 years old will go back to looking like it's 25 or 30 years old after elevating oxytocin. So now, not only do we have ways to improve lean muscle with X39 and X49, but now we can get that muscle tissue to be younger and healthier. So that's a really exciting benefit. Now, the Dream product is a little bit different. And for those of you that have a problem sleeping, you will absolutely love using Dream. This is obviously designed to encourage rest and relaxation, and it has a very peaceful and soothing aroma. I would caution you, only use this at bedtime. Definitely don't use it before you're going to drive. Like the Shine product, it contains pine pollen and Tongkat Ali, but this also contains mucunapurines, which is a source of L-DOPA. And the essential oil complex is also different in the in Dream. Sorry, it says Shine up there. It's supposed to say Dream. And the Dream product, again, is designed to provide relaxation. So it's very, very soothing. So what you'll find is within 10 minutes or so of applying this, your body will feel more relaxed and ready for sleep. By the way, applying Shine and Dream is incredibly easy. It only takes a few seconds. You spray it on the wrist, and then you inhale the scent deeply 7 or 8 times. You do the same thing, of course, with Dream, applying it in the evening, spray it on the wrist, and then inhale deeply 7 or 8 times. That's all there is to do. It's that simple. So we're obviously in the pre-launch phase now, and we're going to be going to the launch, the official launch in January in the United States and Europe. And then as we get into 2023, we will be expanding to other countries around the world.